hope you're having a wonderful weekend. And today is just a recap actually about some video I did in the past. Probably two videos before this one. I'm not exactly sure, but it's had something to do with a viral video about a particular part in the UK where they were speaking the Yoruba dialect to talk to, certain sect of people to stay home and be compliant. And I did get, oh my God, an avalanche of emails straight to my email, amezasuperstar@gmail.com. And sometimes people feel more comfortable instead of leaving comments, I suppose. They want to reach me directly, and that's fine. And they have their own opinion. I have mine, and I'm airing it. If you want to talk about this some more, you want to be interviewed on my YouTube channel, Ameza Superstar, or on Ameza Live, let me know. But the reason why I wanted to revisit this was, again, it's not an apology. Actually, it's not. It's just I wanted to clarify some things. So for me, it wasn't so much speaking in the Yoruba dialect, which some people have made me understand it was not. I mean, we need to understand that in the UK, especially in London, the Yoruba dialect, the Yoruba language has become something synonymous with Nigerians. So even for, I knew this way back, even for traders there, the first thing when you go to Bond Street and some of those popular streets where you have stores, Nigerians like to spend money because they've got money. People are saying bawoni, carbo, things, and those are all words from the Yoruba dialect. I do get that. I really did. I think what got me all miffed and ticked off was the fact that they were appealing to a sect of people to stay home. And I think I explained that also in my video. It was more about that really that got me really ticked off. It was more about that got me really upset, that they had to resort to your native dialect to plead with you to stay home. Surely you know the importance of the lockdown. The reason why it's in place is just so we're able to curb or stop the spread of the coronavirus. So I think that's what really got to me, and that's what really annoyed me. Not so much the language. Well, even that, I thought, okay, I get it. I will tell you this. If they spoke in the Yoruba dialect or any other African dialect or any dialect for that matter, and the content was more positive, like, I don't know, paying compliment or acknowledging some good gesture or some occurrence or event that happened, I would be fine. It was the fact that they had to plead with you to stay home and not gallivant about the whole place because they're trying to keep people safe. Again, mind you, I work in the health factor, so I do know how it can become so cumbersome. The sicker people are, the more work on the health workers. And there's a shortage, whether you like it or not. There are not enough health workers. Health workers are not immune to infection. They get sick. We have those that are actually dying. So I think I was just miffed by that. Having said that, there was something else somebody also wrote to me. And her name is, if I remember correctly, I think it was Fola Shade. She said shade, Fola Shade. But, I understand the Yoruba dialect, so I think it's Fola Shade. And the contents of our email, what she wrote to me was like, well, the healthcare workers knew what they were going in for. They know that, being exposed to diseases and infection comes with the turf. So they know what they signed up for. So the fact that I'm taking up for them and saying that, they're getting sicker, they already know they should get sick. Maybe that's a point in your mind, but this is how I see it. And please listen to me. The fact that you're going to war, okay, Fola Shade or Fola Shade, the fact that you're going to work, you're going to war, and you know that, well, you know what, going to war, you're going to die anyway. That's not true. It's possible, yes, the chances are there that you might get killed, But are you going to go willingly and put yourself in the line of fire and want to be shot to die? So it's the same thing as healthcare workers. They have families, they've got children. They're same as you. The only difference is they put on their scrubs and they go to work. You might work in an office setting, where, it's all AC'd and you're sitting on a seat and you work off of your monitor, your computer monitor. And that's all well and good. But when you get sick, you need these people. So people got sick and they needed these people. So I think it's very, very insensitive and really tone deaf to make that comment. Again, I welcome your comment. I'm fine with comments. It's all about dialogue. It's all about understanding each other. So for Lashade, that's my take on it. That the fact that healthcare workers, doctors, nurses, nursing assistants, physical therapists, respiratory therapists and what have you, all those services, the fact that they know that they might contract this virus. So it's okay for them to contract it. I mean, that seemed to be the theme of your letter to me. So again, maybe I'm not understanding you correctly. Again, you can come so I can interview you or write to me again. It's fine. amezaSuperstar@gmail.com. People feel free to write to me and that's fine. Some people just love to write. I love receiving your letters. One of these days, I'm actually going to do a question and answer kind of thing. There's certain things people have asked me. They've asked me about my movie, Flesh and Blood. Am I really a twin? And when is part 2 coming out? That seemed to be the theme. A lot of people want to know that. I want to know too. But I'll talk about it. People want to know, am I still in the movies? Yes, I am. And so what have I been up to? So I will talk about those things in my subsequent videos. But I just wanted to touch on the subjects. And yeah, so until I come your way again, thank you for tuning in. Please remember to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Ameza Superstar. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ameza Superstar. And don't forget to follow my podcast, Ameza Live. And you can hear it anywhere podcast listeners go to listen to their podcast. So until I come your way again, be good, be kind, and be safe. Wash your hands, wear your masks.